Hey Virgos, hope y'all are good. It's gonna be a weekly reading for June 26th to July 2nd. Just excited for July, I think that's all. I keep doing that too. June 26th. Let's finish out June real nicely. I'm gonna do four corners. I'm gonna got two general ones on the bottom. General energy. This is gonna be a love relationship. This is going to be a professional job activity. And then we're going to do three good ones in the middle. It's like what's the good stuff for the rest of this month and the first couple of days of July. Let's see what's going on for Virgos. We got an 8 of Wands reversed. We got a 7 of Cups. Here in the relationship love, we got a Judgment reversed. And we got, for the professional, we got a 3 of Pentacles. So that looks good. All right. So here and this is just kind of general. So this is like normally a card of speed. Since it's reversed, maybe things are going at a bit of a slower pace. Seems to be supported here by this imagination card. I would go back to the 7 here. So we would kind of have 2 7s more or less, 7 in the Cups and 7 of the Wands. Kind of bring together this sort of like spiritual connection or regrouping on spiritually what it is that we're doing in order to move forward. So I think there's this period of assessing these different areas kind of emotionally, and then if we go back to the 7 here, it's kind of like you're separating out yourself. The 7 of Wands is kind of it's a card of defensiveness, but I think of it as standing out on your own. You'll take attacks from the mob more or less, or the NPCs, or the people that don't get you. But now you're standing out for yourself, and people may not understand you, but it's still worthwhile to do that. And I think taking that break to see how you want to show up, because we are in the 7 here. We're pretty close to the end of the suit, and for both here, if we get into the 8 of Wands and then the 9 and 10 of Cups, it's like a lot of good stuff is happening there. See kind of this getting towards the completion of making something happen. So it seems like you're pretty close right now, and I like that. Once again, being close to a finish. Judgment reversed is a card of a new beginning too. So maybe we're still just a step away from that right now. But we go back to the previous card here, and that's the Sun. So there's a lot of good things going on right now. The Sun following the Moon, so we're getting kind of out of the intuition, or out of that sort of moon influenced, I think of Virgo as being very grounded, in touch with nature, but now there's like this about to go forward and to start something new, which is kind of this cardinal cross. So it's kind of like getting from Virgo into Libra, starting the next thing, this cardinal aspect. So as far as having this card reversed here is like, is there something that we're avoiding starting new on? What self-concept do we have about ourselves that may or may not be preventing us from going forward? Because I think you're right on the cusp of making that happen. Just as far as a relationship too, it could be finishing up a previous relationship, or an issue with somebody else. And if we're going back to the Sun, I could say, well, let's see that the good that it's bringing for us, the like total abundance of what is in store for us going forward. We don't have to dwell on the past, but we are pretty close to completion of one phase and ready to start in another cycle. And then professionally here, this card of doing work, doing well, with like apprenticeship. So there's a starting out in making something happen. There's 3 pentacles, so 3 as being kind of like we're growing from the 2. We've got the male and female, and now we're growing beyond that. But could be like, yeah, you're starting at something, maybe a new task in the job, a new hobby, a new activity, and we're like plugging away on that, and it's going to pay dividends. Like he's starting off in modeling this blueprint for the two monks, and he's built exactly to the T what's shown on that picture right there. So he's starting off really well, and he's doing what he needs to do, and he's going to be recognized for the things that he's doing, and he's going to grow in the pentacles. We go to the next, the 4 is kind of the consolidation of wealth, is one way to interpret that. But yeah, I think you've been progressing on something, and it's leading in the right way. So I like that too. This is all good stuff. Good. Tower reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Page of Cups reversed. You got a lot of reverse cards here. But I'd say this is only good stuff. So I think Tower is, yeah, you moved on. You've moved on from the struggle. I mean, maybe you did have to do something with a relationship, and now you're ready for something new. Maybe you're still kind of having considerations over what that event meant for you and where to take it at this point. And I think that's kind of the thing that's maybe holding up right now, because this is all due. There's a sword, like a new mental beginning. I think that would be considered or taken into like this professional job. You've got this new sort of like proud aspect about yourself, where you've learned a lot from your experience, and now you can take that forward, knowing like maybe you've been through the worst, and now you're indomitable. You can face down anything. You can face any struggle, and you know that. And then as a new beginning too, there's this Page of Cups here. Maybe there is like a message about love that's kind of waiting for you to resolve here. What's in these foundations, where you want to go next. And I think that's up to you. You can choose. And I just say don't settle, because if you've been through this moment, you don't want to go back and revisit this again. Don't settle for less. Start build that concept in your mind about what it is that you want, and you don't need to limit yourself. You don't need to pay attention to the facts, the circumstances, what you observe out here as like being limited to that. Yeah, even with the Devil card, there's this aspect of, we want to stick with the devil that we know, but we don't want to go to the devil that we don't. So it's still like a card that would be settling for less, and you don't have to do that. So say if you have experienced this moment and this resonates for you, and then you haven't been able to have this rebirth yet, just let that lesson happen, and then set your sights up high, shoot for the stars. Don't settle for the same thing. So that's what I got for Virgos. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope this resonates, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.